Hey there, it's ABE from Intox-Detox, and would you believe it, this person you're looking at right now is 38 years old. It's really hard to believe. I can't believe it myself, but it's true. This is the 8th podcast, and I like the number 8, and I'll get to that in just a second, but it is my birthday today, so I'm enjoying that as much as I can. I got a lot of work to do. I wanted to say hey and record a little thing here and just put it down in history. I share a birthday with George Washington, among other people, but George Washington, pretty influential person in American history, and I've always been proud to share the birthday with him. I went to his boyhood home, and I took some pictures, because my daughter lives in Fredericksburg, Virginia, so that's where his boyhood home, Kenmore, is. And I went by there. The tours are shut down until March 1st. They open back up, 2018. So I will definitely go back, but it was nice just to see it, to take some pictures. I drove by, there's a Confederate cemetery there, and, throw out all politics. It's always sad to see a cemetery where people died for a cause, even if it was not the right cause. But they're Americans, Americans that die, even if you don't agree with them or their political position. It's interesting, juxtaposed to Washington and his contribution to a revolution to create the freedom that was in question in the Civil War. It was all very interesting, and I took a picture of a statue, which is not George Washington. A lot of people are going to see the picture that I put on Facebook and say, "Oh, it's George Washington," but it's actually Hugh Mercer, who I've actually never heard of. I'm a history buff, but I'm not that deep. I don't get into the weeds. I'm not a history teacher like my friend. Anyway, so that was an experience. It was something to do. I've been meaning to do it. I keep driving to Fredericksburg to see my daughter, and I see it all the time. George Washington's boyhood home, Kenmore. And I finally went by and took some pictures and put in the time. Virginia is just lousy with history, and originally the slogan is Virginia is for lovers. Originally it was Virginia is for history lovers, but that's boring, so they just threw the history part away. So much history around us, Civil War battlefields, Washington, D.C., a spittoon away. You can basically spit on it. Think about how California is, a 5-hour plane ride away from the nation's capital, but we're right here, and I grew up next to it. And we take that for granted, people that are from the Washington, D.C. area. It's beautiful. Come visit me. I will take you there. We will go to the Washington Monument. We will go to the Lincoln Memorial, climb the steps, and read the second inaugural and the Gettysburg Address. And I still believe that if you can read the second inaugural and not shed a single tear, then you're a psychopath, you're a sociopath, you're not human, you're probably a robot. So if anyone wants to figure out if there are robots, AI, walking among us, take them there and see their reaction when they read that off the wall. Podcast 8. I like the number 8. It's that, you turn 8 on its side, and it's that infinity symbol, right? It's like, it's a loop that never ends, and there's something about that intrigues me. Obviously, human life is not infinite. It might be a loop, because I definitely feel like I've gone in circles in my life, but there's definitely a point where it ends. And I don't know what happens after that, but I know that you're not human anymore. So enjoy being a human, because humans have limited time, which makes our time valuable. If time was limitless, wouldn't be valuable, but it is valuable, which is why I'm going to speed this up and get off my kumbaya stuff. But I'm 38. There's an 8 in it. It's the 8th podcast. Make of that what you will. Going to Pittsburgh this weekend for a beer fest with the same company that I did the Philly Beer Fest with. I'm super excited. I haven't been around Pittsburgh for over 10 years. I went to Slippery Rock University, which is an hour north of Pittsburgh. Sadly, I don't think I will have time to visit my alma mater, and it might be even more sad if I did have time, because a 38-year-old man, I'm not partying with college kids. That's not going to happen. As much as in my heart, I'm young. I'm actually an old man. I know. I realize this. So, but I would like to go and just walk around the campus, and I've heard about a lot of changes. They have bars right off campus now. It was a dry county when I was there. Yeah, right. Yeah, we made it plenty wet when we were there, but you couldn't open a bar like across the street from the campus. Now you can. Now there's a bunch of bars. So I would like to go and spend some time there and just for my heart, just to walk around those sort of hallowed grounds of my youth or whatever. So hopefully I'll catch up with some friends from Pittsburgh there as well. And one interesting thing for the event, we're actually making Jello shots that have Intox-Detox in them. I've done this before. I've been testing it out. These ones are new. I have a new kind of concept for them. I'm making them a little more fun in a sense, because Jello shots can be nasty because, excuse me, you can do like 3 or 4 of them, and it can really change the direction of your whole night because I make them pretty strong. So these ones are different. These ones are kind of cut. If you know the idea of a Boilermaker is like you drop a shot into a beer and you chug it. What I did with these Jello shots is I actually split the difference. It's half liquor and half beer in a way that I think is novel and cool. And it also has the Intox-Detox in the Jello shot as well. So you need to have 3 of them to get the full dose of Intox-Detox. And I just felt like, if I do super strong Jello shots, then maybe the vodka or whatever in the Jello shot is offsetting the effect of the Intox-Detox so much that it might not be as helpful. And also, it's just expensive. When I put my capsules into this, it's $1 plus per pack. So it adds up. The expense adds up. So what I did was I have 2 flavors. I've got loaded Corona, which if you've never had a loaded Corona, it's like you get a Corona and there's a shot of tequila in the top with a lime, and you can do a little salt and drink it, and it's delicious. So that's the one concept. So I got lime Jello. It's got Intox-Detox in it. It's got half tequila and half Corona Light because I like the light stuff for my figure. Anyway, I sampled one last night. It's delicious. Like if you put a little salt on top, you still taste the tequila. It's great, but it won't just get you hammered if you do 3 of them, enough to get the dose of Intox-Detox. So we'll be selling those in Pittsburgh, and that's going to be cool because we've never done that before at an event, and I think it's going to go over really well because a lot of people don't like the capsules, and to be able to eat a Jello shot, which is fun, everyone loves Jello shots, and get your dose, I think it's going to be really cool. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to produce that product for the market so that you can actually buy those at the ABC store or wherever. But, somebody needs to fund me because the problem is I want to do all these awesome products and I don't have the money to do them. I feel like I'm treading water and drowning right now, but it's okay because I see the big picture. I want to have a product, for example, at Starbucks. Okay, let me show you. Here's my coffee, right? Here's my coffee. You had some drinks last night. You're not feeling so great, okay? You go to Starbucks, you get a coffee, right? That's the first thing you do because you need the energy to push you through. So you go to Starbucks, you say, hey, pump some of that Intox-Detox stuff in there, okay? So you got this syrup, kind of like the vanilla or the hazelnut or the mocha syrup, but it's sugar-free, it's all natural, and it's got Intox-Detox in it. So you're like, I want a vanilla Intox-Detox skinny latte. They pump in 2 pumps of my stuff, and it's got the hangover cure right in it. I'm not allowed to say hangover cure. It's got the hangover remedy right in it. It's got Intox-Detox in it. So you drink your coffee, get a little energy. Next thing you know, about 45 minutes later, you're speeding up your liver function, and you feel better. Hangover gone. Amazing, right? What if you could do that? Or a tea blend. Teavana. Starbucks bought Teavana. What if they created a blend with our stuff in it and with some ginger for anti-inflammatory? And I mean, you could drink a cup of tea and basically your hangover would just be gone. It would be gone from your life. These are products that need to happen. I have a million more of these ideas. And my competitors can go ahead and steal my ideas because they have more money than me. So let's change that. Somebody come in and give me like $1 to $5 million to go out and crush this market the way that I can. And I'm already crushing it, but I could crush it even more and even harder if I had a real budget. Right now we're just bootstrapping on small family, business funds, friends and family. It's great, and I appreciate the money that we have gotten, but we need more because I've got so much more to do. And once we break in to the national conversation, people are going to love the new products that we're going to create. I guarantee you that. But what I do for my part right now, I actually took some capsules, put them in my coffee, and then I run the Keurig with some Truvia. So I got sugar-free coffee. It's got Intox-Detox in it. One of the reasons I do that is because I take Intox-Detox every day because of my Lyme disease. The Cetria really helps my immune system. So I take it every morning, even if there's no alcohol in here. I'm not drinking right now. It's my birthday. I'm going to drink eventually today. I'm going to have some drinks and celebrate. It's also National Margarita Day. We'll get to that. But so you can do that. You can open up 2 capsules right in your coffee, run the Keurig into it, stir it up. It's pretty soluble. It doesn't clump up. And drink your coffee and get your fix of Intox-Detox. So this is a little bit kumbaya and frou-frou or something, but I just want to say that in this being my 38th year of living life, actually I'm not 38 until 10 p.m. tonight is my official birth time. So I'm still 37 for let's call it 10 hours. But I love life, and this is my message to people. I want other people to love life. I want to improve other people's lives. That's why we have this company, but not just through business, but through personal. I want to. I always felt good when I was in school, high school. Someone would, for example, forget their lunch money or something, and I would give them mine, and I would just not eat. And the feeling is amazing. I like helping people. And I think we all should help people. Not for selfish reasons, like, if I adopt 7 babies, people will think I'm a good person. No, it's just about helping people, Somebody's arms are full and the door's about to slam in their face. Grab it. Open it for them. I'm not talking about crossing the street with old ladies. That scenario has never come up in my life. It's just little things, You see someone unloading a truck. You don't know who they are. You don't know what they're doing, but they're unloading a truck. You help them out. Give them a hand. Now, if they're loading a truck, there's a chance that they're stealing stuff. So that could make you an accomplice. So I don't recommend that. But just helping people, loving life, being human is awesome. So I want to wish everyone that is listening a very happy unbirthday. Because there's a lot of days that aren't your birthday. Actually, there's a lot more days that aren't your birthday than the one day that is. So really, we should celebrate birthdays, yes, but also unbirthdays. Like every day, let's feel great. Let's party every day. Let's have a good time every day. Let's love life every day. Don't eat cake every day, but, enjoy your life. You don't know when it's going to end. I mean, it's been, almost 2 years now since I had a terrible car accident and my car rolled over. And yeah, I almost died. I mean, I walked away without a scratch, but that's just because I'm tough. I'm a bulletproof guy. Actually, I was very vulnerable. It was a very vulnerable situation. Car rolled from right lane to left shoulder, and definitely could have died. And I didn't. I'm here. Gotta love life. Let's move on from there. My birthday, February 22nd, is National Margarita Day. How weird is that? It's also George Washington's birthday, as I said. George Washington, me, margaritas? Do the math. I don't understand why, but I'm not going to turn down a margarita. Actually, I'm probably going to end up making some sugar-free margaritas today to celebrate my birthday. Because that's how I roll. Sugar-free, all-natural margaritas. That's what I do. So, lastly, I want to give an update on the DrinkCoin project, which I am going to Collision Conference in New Orleans at the end of April. That is happening to present my DrinkCoin. This is a dream of mine. I don't know why it's happening now when I'm already sort of very busy juggling Intox-Detox and life, my daughter. Everything is, it seems like, when it rains, it pours. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. All these kinds of quotes. It's so true. And for me, I'm just glad to have the opportunity. I'm going to go. I think it would be awesome if we could send drinks to our friends virtually all over America and eventually the world. And that's what DrinkCoin is. And I'm super excited about the chance to go meet some investors and network and see if we can't find an investor that wants to come in and fund it and fund Intox-Detox better, because we need institutional money. I mean, we have to do big things. Do you know what it takes to keep me tethered to the ground? I'm like a hot air balloon. I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do. It's like I am just constantly being pulled back by reality. And the true entrepreneur, to Tim Draper's book title, The Startup Hero, does not live on Earth. Do you think Elon Musk cares what kind of sandwich he gets for lunch? He probably doesn't even eat sandwiches. He probably eats Soylent Green. I don't know. He eats something futuristic. He eats rocket fuel. He doesn't even have need for human food. I mean, it's incomprehensible. Like, Tesla would not exist if he were not funded. And they don't even make that much money. I think their price to earnings ratio is absurd. I mean, yeah, we don't make a ton of money yet. We make some money, but we got to get funded. I mean, like him. I mean, he's going to Mars. I'm going to Margarita Day at my house. So Elon Musk, if you're listening to this, kick me like $1 million and I'll pay you back $1 billion. I promise. Anyway, that's it for me. Lastly, in the spirit of DrinkCoin, I wanted to show you my 1 ounce American Eagle silver round, which I like to carry with me at all times. I also like to give them away. I tend to have a few drinks and I give them away to people. And, this is like $16. So it's not like, a penny. And it's actually, I believe, worth a lot more, and it's going to be worth a lot more. Silver is the most undervalued commodity on the planet. It's needed for so many things. It's working right now in this cell phone to record this, actually. Needed in solar voltaic technology, whatever, the hardware of solar energy. So it's definitely not going anywhere. It's at the absolute absurd undervalued ratio to gold right now. I think it's 1/80th the price of gold. Traditionally, it's 1/15th. So even just that, recorrecting to the mean, appreciates the value of silver massively, but it's supposed to go up even more. It's supposed to be worth like $500 an ounce. And right now, I'm giving these away to friends and business associates, and it's worth, $16, $17. So it's buying money at a discount. Go buy silver. Love your life. Love freedom. Love America. Don't love it too much, because it's not perfect and we need to keep fixing it and, not let it break, because it's the reason that we're allowed to say things like I'm saying right now. So let's fight for that. Happy birthday to me. Happy unbirthday to you. I'm AB from Intox-Detox. I love your face, and thank you for watching this. I'll see you soon. Buy me a beer. It's my birthday, bitches.